Um, can we talk about your latest album, A Good Thing?
Yes.
There's a lot of soul, and then it reminds me of one of my favorite songs of all time, Senza una donna, which you sang with Zucchero back
Yeah.
when I was a teenager, actually. How does it feel to return to your soulful roots?
It was a good thing to do. It's strange that I didn't plan it,
Oh,
um,
right.
and it was an idea that came from Arthur Baker. But
Hmm.
I realised that I've been working on and off with different people for the last 10, 15 years, and maybe one track would sound really good, and the rest I think, no, it's not right.
Hmm.
And so once we started work on this as a project, I thought actually this is a good idea for me to get back to my roots again and to understand where I came from, and then it might help me to know what the next album should be.
Yeah, that's great. We were all like people in my age group, 46 or 40 plus. We were teenagers when you sang that song with, I'm Italian as well. So in Italy, your music was very, very popular. I mean, beyond belief. I'm sure everywhere, but in Italy in particular, especially
Oh
after that
yeah, I know.
song.
Yeah. Well,
You
and
know
then
that, right?
especially after because I did a duet with Zucchero as well.
Yes,
That
yes,
that
indeed.
really, I think, I think I've got a nice place in the hearts of most Italians. And
Absolutely.
I was a guest on Zucchero's special TV show on Rai Uno.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the magic 80s, that's how we call them, really. And do you feel nostalgic about those years? I mean, in terms of everything, what is it about those magic 80s?
Um, yeah. Well, when it happened, I was just thinking, well, I'm just being successful and I'm enjoying it. But when I look back at it, it was the last golden era of music, I think, where you could make a good living by being a musician, and it's all you had to do. You didn't have to. You didn't have to become a TV presenter as well,
You're
and
right.
do a bit of music and do a bit of something else. You could just make a record, and you would make money from the record. Nice and simple.
Exactly.
And then in the 90s, everything started to change. So I was really happy that I was around and that my success came in the 80s.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I never thought about that aspect of these days TVs. Singers are do everything. And yeah, you're
Yeah,
right
it's
about
harder and
that.
harder to make money in the music business. So you find that a lot of artists, they have a small career in music and then they use that as a stepping stone to go and do other things.
Yeah.
Uh, and there's only the lucky, I don't know, 2-3% of people that get incredibly successful, like your Justin Timberlakes and Pharrell and Beyonce and this
Yeah.
type of thing. But it doesn't happen so much. And even they still do. They design clothes, have perfumes, and all this kind of stuff. Because the music business is not as safe as it used to be,
That's
or as
right.
lucrative.
And do you think this has been like the biggest challenge for you as well, or to adapt to this 3 decades of
Yes, it
changes?
is a bigger challenge, yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
I find that I have to spread myself out a whole lot more.
Ah, okay.
Because I didn't write songs as well. That's the advantage that Zucchero had. He's a very good writer,
Mm-hmm.
and so Zucchero is famous not just as a singer but as a writer, and so he's able to. I think he can safely continue in the music business and do just music alone.
Yeah, that's true. Um, and in terms of like, I mean, you pop fashion. I mean, in the 80s was so funny, and but you were like yourself. I mean, you just you didn't follow many trends, didn't you? I mean, you were quite plain, like a like a shirt, and
Yeah.
what about the fashion? You didn't you disliked it, or you just
Um,
liked simple, or
no, I didn't really want to be a part of any movement like
oh,
a
okay,
new romantic or a mod or anything like this. I just whatever I wore on stage, I really chose for it to be functional, because I was very active on stage, so I couldn't wear suits that were quite restricting. If I did wear a suit, they had to be made again out of a much stronger material. And then a lot of the time, through my most successful period, I was wearing like ski pants that stretched. You know? So because if I went back to wearing suits just a little while ago. I did a tour of Asia and went to Japan, Thailand, and when I dropped to my knees on the first show, I split the trousers on my knees on the first show. So they suits that you buy from a shop, they can't stand the kind of wear and tear that you give them on stage.
So are you back on ski pants?
No, not quite.
No.
I'm finding jeans that look kind of smart. Really.
Yeah, I saw you actually in Hyde Park a couple of years ago, and you were wearing a suit actually. Maybe.
I did wear a suit then, yeah. But just recently, I've been wearing a suit, and I said to my manager, I don't feel comfortable. I feel like I'm too smart, so I can't enjoy myself.
Yeah, you're right. And you know, I just wanted to ask you about like your sort of how do you live like as a normal life after all the highs of such a world success?
Sorry, but your phone keeps cutting out a lot.
I was wondering how you live a normal life after the eyes of such a world career.
It's strange, but my personality on stage is not so different from my everyday personality. In fact, someone made an observation that the longer you become a musician, when I first started, my off-stage personality was quite shy and quiet. My on-stage personality, I had to develop more. And but the older you get, they start to merge until they meet in the middle.
Yeah.
So the kind of person I am now is kind of the person that you see on stage.
She's great, isn't it?
And so I'm quite approachable. I don't know. I've never found it difficult to just go back to being a family man and doing normal things.
Good. And, you know, I'm also, again, the same generation of Do They Know It's Christmas? Band-Aid was like the song we were singing on school trips and, you know, you name it. So it was quite revolutionary back then. I mean, if you were going to do like a Band-Aid 2, anything similar to support a cause, which cause would it be now? I mean, something that is close to your heart, something that you believe in.
Well, I do feel I'm really getting shocked and saddened by a lot of what I see with the mass exodus from Syria. I think, but I do realise it's a very difficult position to be in. I don't know if just raising money for it would help that much. But as a political situation, it's very, very delicate. Very delicate indeed. We have to be very, very careful how the West kind of deals with Russia's involvement. So that I don't know if a concert would really help that much.
And who would you pick if you were kind of choosing musicians to come and sing with you, like a special song to maybe raise awareness for this cause? Who would you choose? I mean, who would you be surrounded by?
I think it would be nice to choose like a younger star to do something with, but I'd still have to choose someone who's got kind of more of an R&B star. Like I like Rita Ora. I like her voice. I like who else I like? Now I can't see. This is what happens when I get older. I can't remember people's names. Who's the American girl with a long ponytail? Attractive, really good voice.
Oh, oh boy. I'm also more like a 80s girl, so I'm like more
Yeah,
like you, Paul.
so it's hard to remember, but it would be good to do something with people like that.
Yes, okay.
I tell you what, there's the, I'm going to go and look at my iTunes. That's what I'll do.
Someone maybe from your old days? Kind of someone or your
Someone
mates?
from the old days. I would like to maybe do something with Seal.
Oh, okay. Very good choice.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, certainly really popular as well. And how about maybe the New Romantics? I interviewed the Spandau Ballet last year. It was amazing. Also, a great group from
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they
Sonia.
had big success in Italy, didn't they?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're huge. I guess maybe more than here. Actually, I'd say more than in the UK. And on that note, I wanted to ask you. I mean, this is the interview, but because I've got a lot of friends and followers in Italy, I wanted to tell you a little kind of anecdote. You know, when I was in school, maybe you like those stories. I mean, you collect those stories from your when you were singing a song that was very popular in Italy. It was like "Love of the Common People" in 1983, and we were in middle school, and we used to this song was chosen as the track for our dance performance at the like a sort of school end year sort of show and in middle school, and there were like 40 girls who wore like a shiny red body top and the leg warmers to this tune. I still remember every single word and all the moves from this, and I actually sent an email out to say girls to these 40 girls, and then they replied and they say hello. So could you please say hello to them, and then I'll record it, and then I'll send it to them.
And to the 40 girls, was it 40 or 20?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 30, 40.
Right. And to the 40 girls that all did a dance in red outfits and leg warmers, I would like to say a great big hello from me. And we are definitely with the love of the common people.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Paul. You made my day, and keep doing the music. You're an amazing musician.